So the good thing is that we're not going to tease you guys. We're not going to have a break. We're just going to show you the beautiful standings where you see, of course, Tornado Energy in first, Milky Way second, Last Crew third, 3D Max in fourth, Unity fifth. Quick Math have moved up into sixth. That's what I thought. YMCA dropping down to seventh. InsideGames still hold on to eighth. 10 points ahead of Katana. 4 Angry Kids in 10th. Only 9 points behind them. DOS Pilots, after a fantastic result, are on 155 points. 24 points behind InsideGames. What did we say was the kind of maximum points that most likely will come out from a chicken dinner team?
About
25?
20, 25.
They've got to get 25 points.
Exactly. Minimum, actually.
Minimum.
And quick math, actually, those 5 points that they got that last game were barely enough to actually keep them up there.
Yeah,
and they hold now 6th position. I think it's safe to assume that they are safe, unless you have like 30-point games like Katana, Funky Kids, and also DOS Pilot, which I think is almost safe to say is not going to happen.
It's a final position that's in play.
Yeah.
As I said, I do think InsideGames have held on to it just about. But Katana, we know how strong they are. They've loads of great players. Maxizor in particular has pulled in some great games for his team. We know that upsets can be caused. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I have not started singing yet. Yeah, it's gonna come down to the wire at the end of the day. And what better map to do it in than the ever spicy, the ever controversial Sanhok?
Yeah. Also, if you guys don't know, we're not going on a break, so there's nothing happening.
I know.
And we're just going to jump in the game in the next 35 seconds. So now is when your favorite team deserves all your support. Spam their hashtag in chat.
Yeah.
If you have the emotes, spam it in chat right now, because it's all going to come down to this, especially once again for Quick Math, YMCA, InsideGames, Katana, 4 Kids, and DOS Pilots. It's so surprising to have so many teams on that tipping point. And I might be getting a little bit mental if I see some of these teams go out early, because you 100% know that on Sanhok, that is bound to happen in Imperium.
You know what? I just want to see Katana, 4 Angry Kids, and DOS Pilots drop boot camp, kind of wipe each other out. Whoever comes out on top. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the gladiator style fighting or Hunger Games style, where they just kind of go, okay, let's drop in boot camp. Whoever comes out on top deserves it. Actually, it should be InsideGames Katana, 4 Angry Kids, and DOS Pilots all drop in boot camp. Whoever comes out on top deserves to get 8th place. You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, playing trajectory rather central. We know Sanhok, it's a small map. Easily access pretty much every single part from any plane trajectory, so these teams will give or take drop where they want to.
Now you like got my attention. My eyes are locked on boot camp. 4 Kids. Oh wait.
Oh man.
No, 4 Kids are going to be passed.
It looks like it.
I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? But no, 4 Kids. They always going to go for the cross section of the river. Once again, the reason why I want to go for these kind of locations is your easy rotation point on any kind of island, any circle. Is not a threat to you in the early game.
Yep.
Because rotations is what most of the time is going to shut you down in Sanhok in the early game stage on phase 1/phase 2. So this is really early, like safe, especially for the likes also of Quick Math that went for Painan and Milky Way going for Boot Camp. These are 3 main positions that are really good for the simple fact of making your rotations early much easier.
I know it's really, I'm sure most of these teams are going to play similar. You know, I can't imagine any of these teams are really going to play super unusually compared to what they normally. Okay. Like, you know.
Okay, you know the thing about I said making all your rotations easier? Well, just take that out completely.
I don't even know what to say, Max. Like, we haven't had a North Circle so far.
For the last game.
And for the last game, to be super up north with a good 55% of the circle occupied by water. Sanhok is small enough as it is. We have 64 players. You expect 64 players to comfortably fit in that size of a landmass circle? Get the hell out of here. This is going to get crazy damn early on.
You know that gif of the guy who was like sweating bottles of water?
Yeah.
That's like all the teams.
Keen and Peel, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Keen and Peel. All the teams are like 4 Kids, Quick Math. They're like, oh no, how are we going to deal with this one? But InsideGames are like, oh, you got Paradise Resort.
Okay, in fairness, InsideGames, they have Paradise Resort. It's a nice looting spot. They are also inside the circle. I don't know. I'm kind of expecting the chat to be filled with kind of like lull emotes.
What the frick?
And just like kind of
Restart, reload the game.
You couldn't write it, to be perfectly honest. You really couldn't write this stuff. But let's see how it travels on through. It's early game. You talk about rotations. I know it's going to be tough for a lot of these teams. I expect possibly the likes of HeartShift and Odstrelovac to possibly get a boat and make their way into a circle from either the west or the east. We've seen it before in Sanhok. It hasn't worked out all the time, and I think part of the reason why it doesn't work out is because they leave it too late to get that boat. And by that time, a lot of teams are already inside the circle and are already by the coastal line. Therefore, they find themselves under pressure. So if I were HeartShift or Odstrelovac, I'd do it now.
Yeah, because also the northern section here you have a lot of like coastline compounds. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got about 5 to 6 compounds that are very like high north on the coastline.
Yes.
So if you do rotate there, you can hold those for a long amount of time. Especially because you've got like, about like 40-50% of water in this circle. So you know that they're still going to be in circle, a high chance of that happening. But I have to say, I wasn't going to say it really, but I have to say right now, you have so many rotations coming out in play. You have to type in chat ! Map right now to see what the hell is going on in this game.
I would recommend, like, I know I say to stay in the main program, but I'd recommend just having the map stream on the kind of side, have a split screen view, and just watch how these teams rotate, because it's really kind of interesting. We know Sanhok is small enough as it is, and the teams are compacted more easily compared to the likes of Erangel and Miramar. And this is what I'm talking about. Odstrelovac, they got the boat. They're going to push on through. But they, as I said, they have to do it now. Because you look at YMCA. You look like YMCA are moving in from a boat. Although what I like compared to what YMCA did previously is they're actually doing a bit of a split. Last crew, Rip, and one other member are in a boat going through the west coastal line. You have Tornado Energy are going through the North Island to get into the circle in a vehicle. And then you have Unity that occupy the compound on the northeast coastal line.
So 400 kids there got away from the cross-section of the river towards the likes of boot camps, right behind Milky Way, rotated away.
It's a good way to get in a circle, by the way.
That's a really good way. It's like the best way from that cross-section. It makes it a little bit easier for them. And they're going to maybe face with Milky Way if they do not go any further, but I think they should be fine. And one team that can get a little bit of struggle is InsideGames. They're pretty central. Rewatch most of them.
I like it.
They took a few shots. It's just, I'm like...
Because the compound that they're holding on to is kind of by a cross-section on the road. So you're going to have kind of a bit of a better vision onto the likes of Rewap. You're going to see teams and players a little bit closer if they're crossing the road. And it is center circle, essentially. But, yeah, the rotation's coming through. The blue zone closing in. Phase 1 quickly going to turn into Phase 2. As Stellar, who are still on the far southern side, are taking shots at Odstrelovac, who are in one boat. Now, Odstrelovac could be helped by the fact that...
Odstrelovac!
No, get out of there!
My god. I'm sorry, but I have to say it's game over. They're way too far away from the coastline. They lose Rita in the process. It's game over for Odstrelovac. I'm sorry.
No, it isn't. It's not over till Fat Lady sings, and I told you I'm not singing yet, Max.
Taking the tick damage. They're taking everything at the same time. They're getting stopped on the coastline by Stella. I'm saying it right now. That is game over for Odstrelovac. I'm sorry. I would have loved to see them go
Hey. It's not over till it's over. Let's see what HeartShift can do. Maybe they can actually help Odstrelovac.
Run them over.
Oh my god. This is actual poggers, to be honest. This is actually poggers.
You can't make this up.
No, you can't. You actually can't make this up.
They're down already. Look, they can't regen in the water. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying it. They do lose Nihanas, get shot down by Celis.
I think if there's a power move of the day, it's got to be Stellar in this game. You know, because no other team thought of it, right? Common sense says that, actually teams would be rotating in boats. So why not stay in the blue zone and get a couple of kills? Because Stellar, they've got nothing to lose, so why not just mess around with a couple of teams in the meantime?
Yeah, there it is. Another explosion on the boats.
Yep.
Because they're double-edged sword. Like, if it works perfectly and you get a really good position, or you get stopped on the side of the coastline, and not going to make it through. But another shift is coming out. YMCA have the better position. You've got so many compounds on the coastline. It does shift away from the water, cuts it down to about, like, what, 20% water now?
About that, yeah.
So a lot of teams can try and rotate up there. Flying Kids got a good position. Quick Math rotating a little bit late, but they should be fine. And now, drowning members, you're going to see it pop up in your feed one by one. And HeartShift, Nihanas also, and Kowo. Going to be only one member remaining on their side. And you lose Mike.
Bingo.
16th position.
Now,
and DustPilot might be following the
Tornado Energy have a really nice position because they're able to be protected by the kind of dip of this little bit of a pond lake section, and even though they're out in the open, because it's low ground and they have that hill, they're able to kind of peek shoot and kind of stay protected, and then they have a bit of an easy rotation to the other areas of the circle. I'm
sorry to say, but DustPilot did down to one member.
I'm not looking at it, okay, Max? I'm ignoring it. If I don't see it, it doesn't happen, okay?
It doesn't happen. Well, it's going to happen on the kill feed very soon, and you're going to see 15th position, DustPilot.
No.
20 seconds before the phase closes up for this phase 2. And it's going to be having a few teams rotating late. Stella, 3D Max, last crew, they're going to get up there. And here it is, POLLADERUC.
Damn you.
I'm sorry to bring it to you, Imperium.
It's okay. It's okay.
Unfortunate, so we'll not be seeing any more of DustPilot. 14 teams remaining. Going to try and make it through. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit sad about that. They were doing so well last game.
Yeah, exactly. After their first chicken dinner, phase 3, and getting 21 points. Either way, look, that's it. Their story ends in phase 3, but the story still continues for these 14 teams left in this final Sanhok game of Group A in phase 3. Contenders, InsideGames holding on to 8th position. Katana are 10 points behind. So if the drive of the century and the kill feed frenzy of the century comes out from Katana, they could push ahead of InsideGames. But we could also see YMCA potentially be pushed out by both Katana InsideGames if they go out early on, don't get many kills, and of course InsideGames and Katana share the brunt of kills and placement points.
Going to go pan on over to last crew, a team that is very, very comfortable in their standings in that top 8. They're making it through to the finals. They're going to go through the Western Bridge. No team's going to try and shut that down, so they're going to have an easy rotation in. 4 Angry Kids, and they're going to make it towards Paradise Resort. They make it up north of Paradise.
Oh, man.
And Quick Math are going to be on the opposite side of Paradise Resort. If they fight, that can be a little bit scary for both of these teams. They are all sweating. Sweaty game coming up.
And actually, what was good for all of these teams, or for the 14 teams left, is because 2 squads went early on, even though the landmass is smaller compared to normal Sanhok games, you actually had 8 less players in the game for the first couple of phases, which means it gave a little bit more freedom. But now it's starting to pop up between these teams. Melman got knocked down. We've seen another member of Tornado Energy get knocked down. That's Melman taken out by Rewop. Guess who? Putting in the work, getting those shots with the QBU. Can he put more pressure on the Tornado Energy in the center of the circle as it's closing in? We're going to find out where phase 3 shifts.
Yeah, Stella and LXG going to be coming out. Beamy does find Fuse, the absolute carry for LXG of last game on Miramar. Going to try and find the flush. Should be happening very, very soon on the side of the building. Just wait, he's going to try and find the peak to maybe try and shut down that flush. But doesn't work out as Beamy's just going to take both for the price of 1. Katana, they're back in the distance. They know that fight's currently unfolding. They're not going to try and do too much. Grenade from confirm that kill 2. Back in the high side of his head. The X team taking a lot of damage, down to about 160 HP. And here it is, the last shot. Where's that QBU? Will be enough. NLXC from LXG going to be in that building.
And I think they know he's there. I think Celis knows he's there because he was peeking in that building initially. But maybe he was peeking because he thought X team was there. And then when he saw X team exit and go out in the open. But NLXC has gotten a knockdown on the Celis. So that could be a bit of a turnaround if he plays it right around the shack. The grenade doesn't quite connect onto Celis to get that kill, and now he's just going to try and play around the building as the rest of Stellar try and peek on through to try and get that squad wipe, with the smoke grenades being thrown out to give LXG and NLXC a bit more cover. He goes into the window, down to 50 health as Mama is just peeking, looking at the door. The heal comes out, the bandage comes through Indeed, he is surrounded as the picture-in-picture battle between Ferrari, Breach, and 4 Angry Kids outside and inside of Paradise Resort continues on.
I got to give a lot of props to Genetics. He knows exactly where they're all positioned, and he's peeking so well.
He is.
Despite being completely surrounded in Imperium, but now this slowly closing up. The grenade got chucked in, and that will be the end of the tale for LXG, eliminated in 14.
He was doing a great job, but also Stellar were being very passive with that push. And to be honest, I don't disagree with it. However, InsideGames, Pixelix, Odstrelovac getting knocked down after knockdown onto YMCA. Also, Unity are also joining in on the fun to potentially give the sweats to YMCA in the overall standings. But Odstrelovac kind of saying, hey, you know, thanks for helping us, but we need the kill points more than you, so we're going to take you down.
No sharing whatsoever. 4 kids still. They can get third parties by quick math. They know where the fire's coming through. ctRkN, as that grenade finds Molman off Stella. But Katana, as I said, they need to find those kills. They do lose ctRkN in the process, down to now 3 members. Not looking awesome to try and get in that top 8 Imperium. Stella, they had 2 members not. A red should come out top of Molman, maybe.
There you go.
Molotov, I think is not going to quite, no, it doesn't quite connect, unfortunately. On top of them.
A bit.
Beanie in the side, though, going to be shut down by Top with that QBU shot. And now it's going to be a 2v3 as they did lose ctRkN earlier. Stella will get eliminated. Huge grenade from Top.
But also,
getting those points.
More importantly, there you go. Yeah. You said it. The kill points going over into Katana with the circle shooting down south towards Paradise Resort. Are we going to have a Paradise Resort finish in this Sanhok game? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised considering what we've seen so far today as Rip from Last Crew dies to the blue zone. Katana are outside the circle. InsideGames are outside the circle. YMCA are outside the circle. Those 3 teams are fighting for that 8th position along with QuickMath, who are inside Paradise Resort quite safely.
Yeah, pretty safe location. You just said Imperium. Jappy going to be confirmed, taken out by Tornado Energy. Ali, GG, and Example going to be the 2 members still on their feet for their side.
Yep.
But yeah, the rotation. You also have that road section that can get kind of scary for all the teams up north. You said Rewop, YMCA, InsideGames.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try and struggle through that. Katana going to be a little bit more proactive with their repositioning. They do go for it. Jubzik was the scout, gets back to the full-man squad. They're going to try and aim and try and hope for a dead center Paradise Resort game.
Yeah, exactly. But what's actually good for the southern teams is that because that shift, that initial phase was so far north, a lot of the teams went to the far north. Therefore, when it shifted south, it's actually helped the likes of Milky Way, 3D Max, and Quick Math to stay in a strong position. Yes, we did just see Last Crew getting eliminated in 12th place. Yeah,
it was a little bit unfortunate for them. Mage Bane got in on the fun, secured it for himself. Unity and InsideGames going to be clashing. 400 Kids and Ferrari Breach also going to be clashing against each other. RonnieKray and Northrest doing some nice wombo-combo work. Knocking and confirming that kill on Washout. That means there's 2 members down on their side, but Tornado Energy going to be also trying to join on. Just find Rezu is going to be EduCoz on his own for Ferrari Breach. Can he find he's going to go for the Molly because it does expand on that wood. You do know it, and that might be the end of the story as a grenade from him. Now from EduCoz does shut down Ali GG. Ooh, a lot of action.
And 4 Angry Kids, we cannot forget about them because they are 19 points behind InsideGames in 8th. Big push, big drive, chicken dinner could put them through. But the fact that InsideGames have gotten a couple of kill points, Katana have gotten a couple of kill points, it's not helping 4 Angry Kids' cause. Every point is going to matter as 3D Max getting a couple of knockdowns onto the side. The Milky Way outside. Paradise Resort on the southern side as a grenade pops through and knocks down Solar from 3D Max.
That was a great chuck. Zoom going to try and get the res on top of Ostring. Can he find it? Oh no,
wow.
In the back of the head. Milky Way will come out and eliminate 3D Max in 10th position. Still, we'll be seeing more 3D Max action in the future next week. Tornado Energy also another team we're going to see more action of next week in 9th position. 8 teams remaining, and the 3 teams that are looking out for, they're actually the 4. 400 Kids, Quick Math, Katana, and InsideGames still in the run.
All those Zampeek just being taken out by Tizern of Unity. So we are seeing InsideGames down to 2 players. That's Pixelix and Seniks on the northern side of this circle, just pushing in. You also have Rewop kind of just behind them and YMCA, but they're in a fight of their own, fighting against the blue zone, trying to get into the circle. Turbo Banani turns his attention onto Rewop, getting 2 knockdowns onto Mage Vein and fine, but RonnieKray from 4 Angry Kids comes in and steals that kill. Not before Turbo Banani can at least take that away and get the kill onto Mage Vein.
Unity, InsideGames, YMCA, and Rewop, they're now, once again, they're not out of the woods because they still have that road to cross, and that's going to be where the tipping point will be happening. YMCA, Sampula finds, gets through Rewop out in now 8th position. Unfortunately, I don't think that was definitely not the amount of points that they needed to make it through.
I can pretty much confirm that YMCA have secured their spot in the top 8 with those kills.
100%. Well, quick math, no. Jupzik get knocked out and flushed by DP. Down to now 3 members. And also, they're going to have to maybe rotate away because their compound is actually going to get shut out.
Quick math are ahead of YMCA in the overall standings, and they are a good... Yeah, they're a good 9 points ahead of InsideGames, so they should be okay because every team from now on is at least going to get placement points, and that's still going to help their cause. So, you know, as I said, it's not impossible. Time will tell. This game will pull through. The points will be calculated, and we'll see it. It's just nice to have a little bit of a speculation going through this game.
2-1. Where's the next phase going to go? It shifts on the 10. Oh my god, it's completely split. 50-50 by that road. And that does make it a little bit easier for InsideGames and YMCA and also Unity in the high notes to find a better position.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have to make it through the road, which is always, once again, it's never your friend.
And also, you don't have to go downhill like Milky Way have to. They have to kind of go downhill outside of Paradise Resort, and they're going to be instantly exposed to the likes of Katana, InsideGames, Unity, and YMCA. 4 Angry Kids, I would actually say they're in a pretty kind of solid spot. They're on the edge of the circle. They don't have to move far to get in there, and they're able to pop shots off in the direction of YMCA, but those shots have to count. They have to connect, as Pixelix is in the sniper tower, ready to use it to its advantage.
So yeah, Katana, they have a compound. About 50% of that compound got actually cut out, and they also have a road to make it through, as MarcoOPz going to be on the proactive move. Seniks from InsideGames getting knocked out by Kajuti. He's going to be down to only Pixelic in that sniper tower, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I think he's just going to prone.
Yeah, quick math are going to still try and find a few shots. Grenade going to be chucked on over by Insolonso. Going to go for the long run. Does it go down? Oh my god, that was
so
nice.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh no, it missed.
Wait!
It missed. Ben Solonso, he's clapping. Going on top of ISU, confirms that kill. Gets an extra point for themselves. Angry Kids also going to find YMCA and Kajuti. 2 members remaining on their side as the next phase is about to close up. Here it is. He does get one of Unity. Confirms that kill. Kills the points. And points up rises Imperium as always. Can he find Tizarin?
Oh, no. The Molotov?
No, that was a smoke.
Look at that. Against the wall. Gonna most likely secure the kill.
That was a smoke.
Was it smoke?
It was a smoke, yeah.
Okay, my apologies. My humble apologies. Indeed, just got a little bit excited.
Trying to block his visibility a little bit.
As we're down to phase 7. It has shifted a little bit more central. Every single team is outside the circle. No team is inside circle. Milky Way get eliminated down to the play zone. So we have 16, 14 players. 4 Angry Kids and Quick Math outside of
that tree.
Paradise Resort. It's not being very much of a Paradise Resort for these two teams right now. Call it War Resort as the battle commences. Pelty gets a knockdown onto Northrest. Diggory is knocked down. The grenade comes through for Nixtys. Is it going to connect?
You can't die. You can't die right now, 4 Angry Kids. This is your last chance. InsideGames does get eliminated by Tizer in the last move of Unity. That's going to be 6th position, down to now 5 teams. And if Nixtys dies, I think also their hopes dies to make it through. Havokki does get confirmed an extra kill point. Unity also out in 5th position. Now he's down to the top 4. 4 Angry Kids, Quick Math, Katana, and YMCA. All teams are kind of fighting.
Kind of fighting for a top 8, but it's not good for Katana. Oh, Nixtys gets Diggory. So that's going to put Quick Math down to 2 players. And Salonzo and Pelty, what can they do against Katana? But they've also got to be aware that there's still Nixtys from 4 Angry Kids near them. The grenades are being flying out by Katana as they're jumping on through, being a bit more aggressive. They need the kills. 4 Angry Kids get eliminated. Turbo Banani secures it. We're down to 3 teams, 8 players alive. It's a 3v3v2 as Katana get eliminated in third place. Quick Math and Salonzo doing the work for his team along with Pelty. It's a 2v3 situation going into the final moments. Who's going to come out on top? Of course, YMCA have the man advantage. They have the positional advantage with 3 members spread out. Strong as Pelty gets knocked down.
And Salonzo's going to be the last member for Quick Math.
Oh, no.
Banani, but Turbo Banani finds him. And the winner chicken dinner for YMCA. They were so high up north and they didn't get involved until the very end and pulled the trigger, stole it away.
5 kills.
The 5-time
for
club.
Yeah, the 5-time club for YMCA. That's definitely securing their spot, of course. Moving on through to top 8, but what a game in Sanhok. It started with that phase 1 circle. Super up north, about 50% of the water occupied, of the circle occupied by water. You had 2 teams rotating in boats. Stellar taking advantage of that and taking out the majority of DOS pilots and HeartShift who went out early on, and then it just continued on from there.
This is the moment when the hopes died for the last pilot. I called it. They were definitely not going to make it out. Same for HeartShift. They also all died. A nice shot. Still, hey, Stella doing a great job on that defense. Then Stella being there when they rotated in circle, they found LXG. NLXC still, despite being on his own, he got a nice amount of visibility and almost had a few opportunities to take them down, but unfortunately they were still up to 4 members. And then Stella did pick a fight with Katana. That huge last grenade from Tok did make the moves, give them actually 4 points for themselves. And that might be enough for them to make it through. I really want to check out the current standings. Like, that's going to be the most important thing about this broadcast today. Is
we'll get them.
We'll
get it. We'll get it eventually. We'll get it. And you know what? I have a lot of sympathy for the teams that have not made it through, really. I hope you guys come back stronger. You know, fantastic bunch of talented players that are all in the top 16 teams. But this was a game continuing on. InsideGames was doing as much as they could. We saw 3D Max getting eliminated outside of Paradise Resort. Yeah, and then Quick Math, as you said, like they just got pushed out of Paradise. That move, Pixelic, coming out. Also, almost a grenade would have shut him down, but they probably a smoke later on just to try and shut down his visibility. Then Katana getting eliminated by Insolante for Quick Math. And then it was, of course, the steal from YMCA. We check out the points. 14 0 points. Yeah, the scary thing is it's not scary. It's DOS Pilot like that 0 point performance. I know,
That's what sealed their fate.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
but it wasn't meant to be in phase 3 of contenders for themselves. As we then look at the top 8, YMCA with that chicken dinner, with those 7 kills, 17 points. When you look at it, because. See, that's the thing. Because the circle was so far up north, and even though HeartShift and DOS Pilots kind of got taken out early on, the teams didn't really engage heavily with each other because they were finding those spots inside the circle initially. And that's why the kill feed was so kind of spread out between the top 5 teams or so. The kill leaders, Turbo Banani of YMCA, like he's just popping off against 400 kids and Quick Math. They just avoided the fight as much as possible. 648 damage for himself. And also the reason why is YMCA is because they rotated really high up north. They said they were not getting involved with fights at all, and all the time, all the teams were like kind of central and towards the likes of Drum Paradise. Roll, please. Where's it gonna go? This is the top 8 moving through to the final stages of from Group A, moving on to the final stages of Phase 3 contenders. It is, of course, Tornado Energy dominating the top spot, followed by Milky Way, Last Crew, 3D Max, YMCA, Unity, Quick Math, and taking that 8th spot, I said it, I called it InsideGames. Only 4 points. That is unfortunate for Katana. Just one extra team squad wipeout over the course of their 8 days of action would have been just enough. Why do you think I said every point counts? Every 4 point counts. It was so close. Great effort by 4 Angry Kids. Great effort by DOS Pilots getting that chicken dinner today. Stellar put in stellar performances. Rewap as well. Ferrari, Breach, HeartShift. All of those teams, the majority of them actually got their chicken dinners in the last couple of days, which means that they knew they had, like, they wanted to fight through it. But it just didn't really pan out, unfortunately. But as I said, congratulations to those 8 teams that have moved on up. Of course, see you guys in a couple of weeks in the final stages. We'll see what 8 teams will move on from Group B, as we'll see Group B standings, because that does, of course, continue on Monday.
Yeah, so far the top 8 teams can see them on the left here. Brute Force, Jokers, Red Foxes. Also can be taken down. You got a few teams like Northern Lights. They've been so consistent in Group B. I think it's pretty safe also to assume that they're going to be pretty secure. But they're going to have another set of 16 games starting next week on Monday. And you're going to have to check out which team will make it through. I'm especially going to be looking out for no tag team. But yeah, here are your games that are going to be happening then for Group B. On Monday next week is going to be at 7 p.m. Central European Summer Time on the PL_Esports Twitch channel. It's going to start off the day with, of course, Erangel, double Erangel, Miramar, and then Sanhok. That's going to be for Group B, kicking it off.
Indeed. But of course, there's still plenty of PUBG action over the weekend as PEL Phase 3 continues, as those 16 amazing teams are fighting for a spot in the PUBG Global Champions tournament, and it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see it. There's also the start of the NPL. There you go, NPL, the North American PUBG League. You also have plenty of other PUBG action going on around the world for you guys to feast your eyes on.
What Imperium's trying to say is basically it's a good time to be a PUBG competitive fan.
Exactly.
That's absolutely awesome. So you definitely want to check out the action. Once again, tomorrow it is the PEL live in Berlin. You want to check out that juicy action. Anyways, that's the end of the broadcast. Real quick, just a little note to the teams that didn't make it through. Or you win, or you learn. I'm sure you guys will be coming out super strong. Yeah. I believe in you guys. Make it through. Anyways, my name was Maxman. Next time on Monday, it's going to be Banks here, so you guys are going to be super happy to see him come back with Imperium. The Wombo combo coming on through. Imperium, thank you very much for coming with me on the broadcast. An absolutely great performance from all of these teams. Thank you, everyone, for watching the stream. Hope you had an absolutely awesome day, and we'll see you back next Monday.